I'm Eamon Murphy, local reporter here at the Stade Velodrome ahead of the Welders' second leg Europa League tie against Marseille. Now, the Welders defeated the French side last season and holding a 1-0 lead from Belfast. The question is, can the Welders do it again? Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 13, Episode 10 here at H&W Welders as we try and win the Champions League with a Northern Irish club. And today we can't do that, but we're going to try and take another step in the Europa League as we go to Marseille in the second leg of our Europa League first knockout round tie. And then hopefully it'll be the first leg of the second knockout round tie. If not, it'll be Linfield away in the league, and that will be a game that, if we win, will essentially seal the league title for us. Now, there's not too much there's nothing to catch you up on off the field since last episode, to be honest. A big apology, there was no episode yesterday if you are watching along live, but there is one game to catch you up on the field. That was in the league against Glenavon, so let's catch up on that one. We open the scoring with Thompson's first Welders goal, and Napoleon banged in a second. So it was Australia Day at Tillysburn Park. Tomo with his first goal for the club. Napoleon with another wonderful free kick. And this was a game that we kind of controlled from start to finish. It was the typical XG tracker as we get in the league. And match stats will tell you a story. We were better than 2 goals, but we only did manage the 2. And that's, to be honest, that's all we need, isn't it? As long as we're winning games, that is absolutely fine. Now, if we have a quick look at what that means for the league table, and we can see that 7 points is the gap over Linfield. If we were to beat them today, and we'll find out whether that's on camera or off camera if we will do that, a 10-point gap, and that will be title done as far as I'm concerned, even if, I mean, it is essentially title done already. If they beat us, then maybe it comes back to 4 points and we have a little bit of nerves. But I'm not expecting that. But anyway, today, first up, it is this tie here against Marseille. Let's have a quick look and see what we're doing. And we will see we're expecting the 4-1-4-1 formation that we faced against them at our place in that first leg. This is a team that we're sending out. Zayanetti in goal, Ellis, Kidd, Martin and Hill as the back four, Lutit as a ball-winning midfielder, and Atwell back from injury. He's not really match sharp. But he's a very good deep-lying playmaker, so he comes back in for this one. Scully, Armstrong and McKay in behind Picasso, a bench of Potoknik, Monahan, up Richard. Do I want up Richard? No, I probably want Resnicek, actually. Resnicek, Napoleon, Brady and Gilles, plus the backup goalkeeper, of course. So let's get out there. Okay, so we can see the team sheets. Now, to be honest, I didn't commit their first leg team to memory, but I'm sure it's roughly the same team. And what do we want to say here? It's got to be don't get complacent, doesn't it? We've got the 1-goal lead, but that doesn't mean that we can rest on our laurels. Yeah. So here we go. Look at all the plastics there in the away section. Where are you at Tilly? It's so frustrating, isn't it, that we get that sort of a crowd. I mean, that is Tillysburn 3 times over, isn't it? More, probably. But, yeah, we just can't get them to come out domestically for us. I'm still trying to expand the stadium, get a new stadium, all that stuff. But I mean, it's a difficult thing to sort of get the board to do, given that we don't really sell out Tillysburn unless we're playing Glentoran or Linfield. Now, of course, if we can get an away goal here with them not having got one, that will be a massive, massive bonus for us. And we do have a highlight here to start things off. Martin comes forward for Hill. It's there for Scully. What can he do? He can lose possession is what he can do. He's got to be offside, doesn't he? Unless Ellis was playing him on. He's a mile off. And, well, we're 1-0 down. 1-1 on the night. He had to be offside, didn't he? We'll give it a focus shout when we can, but I don't understand. Where's Ellis? Is Ellis playing him on? Maybe Ellis, or was it Kidd? If we get it, I mean, it's not the best defending from Hill. It's not the best goalkeeping from Zayanetti. Are we going to get a look at an offside? No, so it wasn't even that close. Picasso gets it forward early for McKay, but we give it straight away. We have to give it a focus. Because what we don't want, Kidd is there, wins it back. Ellis, we keep possession. Actually, to be fair, that was beautifully done, wasn't it? And can we go and get that goal back instantly? Not passing the ball like that, we can't. Long ball forward over the top. Juszek is in again. Oh, Jesus Christ. And it's a 1-2. And, all right, well, let's get rid of pass it into space, because that clearly hasn't worked. And, yeah, well, let's try that. And we are 2-0 down. We've given them the focus. I mean, we've just given the ball away twice, haven't we? I didn't want to do a no pressure shout because at 1-0 up, there kind of is maybe a little bit of pressure there, but I mean, it's not what you want, is it? It's not what you want. 2 goals in a minute, and our lead has become a deficit. We'll give them some encouragement as the highlight starts. Can we... Oh, it's outside the box, isn't it, surely? We are collapsing in a heap, and we've seen it from us all season long. It is outside the box. I wonder... I mean, we haven't had a shot on goal yet. It's been a shocking first half performance. If we can just get in, I mean, technically it's a 1-goal deficit, and if we score, it's an away goal and we'll go in front. But we have not had a shot on goal. I think we're going to have to say no pressure. We have to try and take a bit of pressure off them here. No one's playing well. All right, let me have a quick think about this. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to lower the tempo down. We're going to look for the overlaps. I'm very tempted to just change the way we're playing. Go with this. Take out one of the centre-backs, but that means taking Scully and McKay off, and they are, particularly McKay, 2 of our better players. So I don't really want to do that. But let's see what we can do. We are also going to get stuck in here. Let's try to demand more. That's just frustrated them. All right, we have a highlight. Hopefully, the slower tempo will just mean we actually pass it to teammates. And who knows, maybe even get a shot on goal. Ellis. Latit, it's poor again. It's poor again. And this time, there's no finish at the end of it, thankfully. I mean, Scully and... Okay, it's not working, is it? We're gonna change. We're gonna stick up a second striker. And... yeah, we'll have to just do without Scully and McKay. Because, I mean, they're not doing anything anyway, so... there's no point leaving terrible players out there. Atwell misses his tackle. Ellis misses his tackle. And Kidd, once again, gets an excellent block in. But it's going to be all change here. Alright, I may be losing the plot, but we are going to try this. So Zanetti will stay in goal, Martin and Kidd will stay at the back. Hill as... do we want Monahan? Hill as a winger, we don't want to make too many changes. And we're going to keep McKay on the pitch as a wing-back. But if you're on the field, mate, you may as well be attacking. Lutit's going to play as a half-back for us. Atwell and Scully as a Mazzella. We're going to try and get him to drift out wide. He can dribble, he can cross. Let's hope he can do something for us. Armstrong will stay in there as the advanced playmaker. It'll be Picasso and Gill as the 2 strikers. And we're not going to give them too many instructions here. And hopefully... yeah, hopefully we're going to do okay. Let's defend and try and force them in towards that halfback. But yeah, I mean, we've not been in the game whatsoever, and hopefully we've not left ourselves too much to do here. We can still rescue this. We've got an attacking throw. McKay for Gill. Cross comes in towards Picasso, but it's cleared away. Atwell can't quite get it, but Kidd will. Armstrong to Picasso to Gill. Gill off the bench. Oh, we've put it past the post. We've got a throw to defend deep in their territory. Can we get that back? Not as of yet. Crossfield pass. McKay, obviously not known for his defensive work. So far, he's done okay there, though. He's just got to keep pressure on, doesn't he? Just don't leave players unmarked. Crossfield ball. Hill is done in behind. We might have to take Hill off. Oh, and it might be too late. Where's Hill? All right, Monahan, on you come, mate. We're going to take Scully off now. We're going to bring Napoleon on. And now we need 2 goals. Can we berate them? I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do. We've just not shown up at all for this game. So we'll have to go high line. We'll have to get stuck in. We'll try and prevent short distribution. Try and make them go long. Gill has won that back. If we can get one goal, it gets us back in the tie at least. Atwell on the ball. Come on, boys. Come on. Armstrong goes past one. Goes back for Martin. Atwell. Gets it wide there for Monahan. Can he get a cross in? He goes short for Napoleon. Back to Atwell. Is Gill onside? He can't find the back of the net anyway. Atwell's looking tired. He's not having a great game, but we're out of subs. Napoleon to take the corner. Ball in. It's headed away. Armstrong's going to pick it up. Can he get a second ball back in the box for us? Armstrong. No, it's blocked away. It's going to be a throw. Got about 15 to play if you add stoppages on, and we need 2 goals. We'll give them some encouragement. We've had chances with Gill, but it's not happening, is it? It's just not happened at all for us in this game. We've been poor. We've been so poor. Demand more. And we've been knocked out by Marseille 3-0. We've just never shown up for that one, and we're out of Europe. It was terrible. It was a disgraceful, embarrassing performance. So we have crashed out. Defeat to Marseille. McKayan is going to miss a game next season, and that has ramifications for the domestic coefficient as well. Northern Ireland are going to tap out at 4.1. We're going to drop down. We're dropping down another place. We're going to lose our Champions League spot. We're going to have to qualify again. I think basically what's happened is there's too many places in Europe for us to... Now, there's too many teams, and we can't keep that coefficient up. As a club, we've got 11 points, so we've had a drop-off, obviously, from last season. But we just... Yeah, we can't do it all ourselves, and... That is so disappointing. Guys, wait right there. We'll be back. But we're out of Europe. Alright, welcome back. And, well, we're getting ready to host Linfield. It's important we will still have the automatic Champions League spot for next season, but the season after, we're going to lose it. And there's nothing we can do about it now. Just to confirm how everybody else did in Europe. And if you are wondering, it looks like it would have been Tottenham in the next round of the Europa League. But if we go down to the Europa Conference League, we will see that... if we go to first knockout, I don't believe, did anybody get out of the group? Linfield got out of their group, but they got knocked out by Brøndby, as we can see. So, yeah, that's us done. And, of course, Brøndby being Denmark, that is, that is the team, that is the country, I should say, that has overtaken us. So, yeah, that is not ideal, is it? Oh, it's so disappointing. We just never showed up. I don't understand what happened. And that's the worst thing, is that I don't understand what happened. But anyway, we're expecting a bus park from Linfield. This is the team we're sending out. We have to make changes. It's been 1 day off, basically, between the 2 days. Sorry, 2 games, I should say. So it's Zanetti in goal. Ellis, is Ellis fit? He played last game, didn't he? You know what we might do? He's fine. So Ellis, Potoknik, Vogler, and Hill will play as the back 4. It's Resnicek and Tomo in midfield. It's Brady, Napoleon, and Lake. McDade goes up top. Napoleon's tied. Who do we have that also can play number 10? No one really, do we? McQuaid has been getting some fitness in the reserve, so we'll just have to go with Napoleon. Okay, so we can see the team sheets there. We have Jidda still in goal for them. Gareth Wilson is their captain now, and that is the only players formerly of our club that I recognise. And what do we want to do here? Well, let's just say, what do we actually want to say here? I expect to see a better performance. I feel like that puts pressure on. I wonder if we can expect a win. Oh, we've been on a good run. Let's just go with that. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on something that you've seen in that game that, that maybe I didn't see. I suspect the fact that the whole team was bad, I suspect that it might be a case of something I've said pre-game has just not worked, basically. It's not hit the mark because everybody was bad and didn't seem to matter. The only player that kind of looked like there was something was when Gill came off the bench. He had a couple of chances. Obviously, he didn't take them, but we were never in it, were we? We were so poor. And that is obviously a big shame for us. There's a ball out wide there for Hill. Can we rebound with a nice goal here? We can. It's Dylan Lake. and it's 1-0 to the Welders at Windsor Park. And yeah, well, I mean, this is a 10-point lead at the top of the table. What I should say as well is we're going to need to do nominations for Viewers Player of the Year. We will kind of just wind this season up now because, assuming we win this, the league is essentially done. And I think what we might just do is maybe come back for finals if we are to make any more finals. Because we have the Caramel Wafer Cup semi-final against Dundee United coming up. I think the game after this actually is the quarter-final of the Irish Cup. I don't see a point in dragging this season out. Napoleon's almost got a stunner. Oh, and McDade has hit the crossbar. Yeah, I don't really see a sense in dragging this season on. We just need to kind of get ourselves into next season now and have another go at Europe, don't we? So that is a good claim by Zayanetti. Yeah, so Viewers Player of the Year nominations, who has been your best, you think has been our best player or your favourite player this season? We'll get that list together and we'll probably, to be honest, there's a penalty for you. Stonewall. We'll probably vote on it next episode and then, yeah, just try and finish up the, as I say, finish up the season with hopefully a couple of domestic trophies. McDade against Jidda. Jidda almost gets there, but he can't. It's 2-0. McDade with his 32nd goal of the season. Most of those have been in the league. And, well, is he on for a 4th consecutive European Golden Shoe? And if he does get that, well, then he's in rarefied company. I don't think there's been players won it 4 years in a row since, well, when we checked, it was sort of the pre-World War II, I think, wasn't it? So he is, well, he's just that good for us, isn't he? It was almost a wonderful goal by Balde there. But yeah, this is the game that we're doing. Okay, I feel, you know, when you just feel sick after something like, I mean, it's silly. It's a computer game, obviously. I just feel sick. It's one of those where you wish you could. Well, I mean, obviously you could, but where's the challenge in that? But it's one of those, I think, where I wish I could have another go at it and see if there's something different that I could do that would, yeah, that would get us through it. Because it was a puzzling thing, wasn't it? We just never ever showed up. So, yeah, I'm wondering if maybe we need to have a look at a potential change of tactics. I know there was a comment as Vogler gets his third of the season, or was it 4th of the season, now 3rd of the game. There was a comment about maybe you guys have had a thought of going strikerless, which I don't really know how to play strikerless, if I'm honest, but I mean, obviously we could try that. Another thing, and I'm tempted to try this in Europe next year, actually, is to go with a double Mazzella, sort of 3 centre-backs, and whether we go with wing-backs or maybe even defensive wingers. But yeah, I am wondering about a double Mazzella if we stick it, because I did try this. If you've watched the channel last FM, we did try this with Brentford to some success, and having a deep-lying playmaker in as a number, sort of the DM. There's a good ball forward for Lake, who turns and shoots, and that's a stunning strike. And it's 4-0, and a 19th of the season for Dylan Lake, who just keeps scoring for us. Yeah, so if we had a defensive playmaker or something in, then had an advanced playmaker, which would be Armstrong, assuming that he's not getting close to offside there, actually, Dylan Lake. Assuming that we keep him through the summer, and then 2 Mazzellas that kind of split. So we have 2 central players running play for us. The downside to that is potentially then, would we still be able to play with wingers? And, I mean, again, it depends if we get McKay back for next season. Oh, Napoleon! Where has that come from? It's a thunder bastard in off the crossbar. That is a wonderful goal, a 10th of the season for Napoleon. Have we just seen goal of the season? Is it Thompson with the assist? No, yes, it is Thompson with the assist. That is stunning. That is unstoppable. There is no goalkeeper in the history of football that gets anywhere near that. What a strike from Napoleon. It's 5-0, and what a way to send out a title siren. Is that the word as well? I tell you, English is a first language. You wouldn't believe it, would you? We've got the next G of under 2, yet it's 5-0. Do we want to make some changes? We're in the 84th minute. Who's on the bench here? Let's get the young Burian on. A young right back. And there's nobody else really that needs to come on. Brady's having a surprisingly poor game, which is unlike him, particularly in a 5-0. But there we go. it is not any way a make-up for that Marseille game, but we'll take a 5-0 away to Linfield, won't we? We'll say good win. So there we go. Lyon have dropped points as well. It was a perfect day for us. The 10-point gap now at the top of the table. So I think we can just about crown ourselves league champions. It will take me a good day to get over that Marseille game, but the 13-game win at home win is snapped brutally for Linfield there. But guys, that will do it for today. As I say, it's a massive disappointment, isn't it? It's almost the manner of the defeat. It's like they say, there's a way to lose, and that was not a way to lose. Can we go and poach this striker off of them? He's not even that good of a finisher. Anyway, guys, so that'll do it for today. If you have enjoyed that for some reason, make sure you hit thumbs up. We did beat Linfield 5-0, so that's something, I suppose. Have we ever been so disappointed by smashing Linfield at Windsor Park? Anyway, guys, yeah, like I say, we'll be back next time when there's a final, basically. I am assuming that will be the Caramel Wafer final if we get there. If we were to lose to Dun, and I shouldn't assume we're going to make finals, should I? Because we've choked before. We'll probably choke again. But if we don't make the final of that, then we'll come back to maybe mathematically wrap up the title. But don't forget to leave your nominations for Viewers Player of the Year. We will be voting on that for next episode. And I'll see you then for, hopefully, I'm assuming it'll be the Caramel Wafer Cup final. Take care.